Hello students, today we will start the next poem. The name of the poem is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers and it is written by Adrian Rich, who was born in 1929. So firstly about the poet Adrian Rich, who was born in 1929 in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. So she was an American and she is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement. So she was very well known or famous for her involvement in contemporary means related to the same time, Samkaleen. So she was very famous because of her involvement in the contemporary or the same time women's movement. So at the simultaneously the women's movement was also going, and for because she was also involved in that women's movement, she was famous for that as a poet and a theorist. So not only as a poet but also as a theorist she was famous for that. Next, she has published 19 volumes of poetry. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays and other writings. A strong resistance to racism and militarism echoes through her work. So whatever she has written, the different works, she has written resistance or by opposing, by resisting or by opposing to whom? That is to racism against the race. She was not favoring any type of any type of race. किसी भी particular religion race को वो फेवर नहीं करती थी, and she has written all opposite to the racism and also militarism. She was also against the militarism, any type of rule that is done by military. She was against it, and it echoes through her work. Whatever work she has written, that was echoing, that rings that she had a strong resistance against racism and militarism. The poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of a married life a woman experience. And this poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, this particular poem that tells about the constraints. Constraints are the restrictions, pabandiya, limits of a particular person. So here of a married life a woman experience. एक married life के अंदर एक woman है, किस प्रकार के restrictions हैं, किस प्रकार की जो पाबंदियाँ हैं, how she have to be done different type of activities under the orders of her husband, that is discussed in this poem. Now come to the title, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Why the poem has been titled as Aunt Jennifer's Tigers? What does it mean? Aunt Jennifer has some tigers or pet animals? No. Actually, Aunt Jennifer is a lady who has been married to uncle. Name of the uncle has not been described, and because as it has been given already, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of a married life woman. So when she was married to her husband, she is also living such type of life a woman normally experience, but she has also the constraints or the restrictions of her married life. उसके पास भी married life के restrictions हैं, and she has no freedom. She has to bear all the cruel behavior, bad behavior by her husband. So not only Aunt Jennifer, it is the theme for the whole universe that the ladies, the females, they have to suffer from the hands of their husbands. And this Aunt Jennifer, who is also suffering from the pain of the married life a woman experiences, she is also experiencing such a bad experience as her husband is cruel and he always beats her and also orders the different type of activities. They might be household works or the other works, but she have been compelled to do all the activities, all the orders commanded by her husband, and that's why she is in pain, in suffering, and she has no freedom. उसके पास कोई freedom नहीं है, and that's why She wants to express her desire to live freely. She is under the order of her husband in the house, and she is not even free to move out of her house without the order of her husband. But because every human being has some desire from his or her heart, they also want to live freely, those who have been slaved by the others. So, as the poem that is telling about the male chauvinism, that is telling about the male chauvinism. What does it mean? That male who are thinking that they are superior, than others, other their counterpart, that is females, without any reason, and they are dominating over the females. So the domination of males over females has been shown. In the same way, Aunt Jennifer has been also dominated by her husband. उसके husband ने उसके ऊपर dominate किया हुआ है, and she can't do anything else then to bear. And she has such a nature, because most of ladies who are suffering, they also bear all the cruelties of their husbands. अपने husbands की जितनी भी cruelties हैं उनको वो चुपचाप सहन करती हैं. So the Aunt Jennifer, who is also suffering from the household works of her married life, she is also under the constraints of married life. She is also suffering, and she has no freedom to move anywhere. उसके पास कोई freedom नहीं है. She also want to be free like the males who are free to move anywhere in the world. So she has taken a representative of males. उसने मेल्स का क्या है, एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव लिया, दैट इज कॉल्ड टाइगर्स. उसको हम टाइगर के रूप में मानते हैं. सो आंट जेनिफर हु हैज टेकन रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ टाइगर्स, व्हाट शी रियली डिड, व्हाट द टाइटल, वंस अगेन वी आर कमिंग टू द टाइटल. एक्चुअली आंट जेनिफर हैज़ नो पेट एनिमल्स एज ए टाइगर. शी इज एक्चुअली व्यूइंग टाइगर्स ऑन ए टेपेस्ट्री, ऑन ए पैनल. एक पैनल है, पीस ऑफ क्लॉथ है, और उसके ऊपर वो व्यू कर रही है, दैट इज यू कैन से एम्ब्रॉयडरिंग. वो एम्ब्रॉयडरी कर रही है, कढ़ाई कर रही है, कसीदा कर रही है. सी इज मेकिंग टाइगर्स ऑन ए पैनल और ऑन ए पीस ऑफ क्लॉथ. एक पीस ऑफ क्लॉथ के ऊपर, एक पैनल के ऊपर, एक स्क्रीन के ऊपर वो क्या है, टाइगर्स बना रही है. एक्चुअली सी वांट्स टू फील ऑल द करेक्टर्स सी डिजायर्स. उसकी जो इनर फीलिंग्स है, सी ऑल्सो वांट टू फ्री एनीवेयर. सी ऑल्सो वांट्स फ्रीडम. सी ऑल्सो वांट्स सच ए ब्रेव करेक्टर एज इन मेल्स. So she has taken such a character, that is tigers, who are brave, who are having confidence, they can move freely in their surroundings. So she has also taken such a character, and she is creating those tigers on a piece of cloth to show her inner feelings, because she can't do, and that's why she want to express them through her creativity. So this is the title that tells about Aunt Jennifer's tigers that has been created by her with the help of the needles. She is creating those tigers on a panel or on a screen. Now come to the poem, and before you read, it has been given, what does the title of the poem suggest to you? Are you reminded of other poems on tigers? So what does the title of the poem suggest to you? The first title है, we have already discussed that it means that Aunt Jennifer is creating or embroidering few tigers on a panel, on a piece of cloth or on a screen, and she wants to express her inner feelings. She wants to express her inner feelings. She wants to express her inner feelings through those tigers. Are you reminded of any other poem on the tigers? If you remind, you can also express that. So come to the first passage, and this passage is all about tigers that she is creating. Aunt Jennifer, who has created tigers on a panel, and how brave they are, what is their character, how confident they are, how smooth they are pacing, all things have been described here. It means the inner feeling of the आंट जेनिफर हैज़ बिन डिस्क्राइब्ड थ्रू टाइगर्स, टाइगर्स के थ्रू जो आंट जेनिफर है उसकी जो इनर फीलिंग्स हैं दे हैव बिन डिस्क्राइब्ड, उनको डिस्क्राइब किया जा रहा है. आंट जेनिफर्स टाइगर्स प्रेंस अक्रॉस अ स्क्रीन. सो फर्स्ट इट हैज़ बिन टोल्ड दैट आंट जेनिफर्स टाइगर्स, आंट जेनिफर के जो टाइगर्स हैं दे आर प्रेंसिंग, प्रेंसिंग मीन्स जंपिंग, दे आर जंपिंग एंड मूविंग अक्रॉस ए स्क्रीन. एक स्क्रीन है उसके ऊपर जो टाइगर्स हैं वो जंपिंग और मूविंग करते दिखाई दे रहे हैं. दे आर मूविंग अहेड विद अ पेस एंड जंपिंग ऑल्सो. So that is the also the character. It means they are free to move anywhere in their surroundings. The next, bright topaz. It is a symbol that is topaz has been taken to show the brightness of the tiger. Topaz is actually a valuable stone. Topaz क्या है? एक valuable stone है that is of yellowish color. Yellow color का होता है. So in the same way as a topaz that is in Hindi called पुखराज, हिंदी में जिसको पुखराज बोला जाता है, जैसे टोपाज एक वैल्यूबल स्टोन होता है. नॉर्मली वी वियर इन रिंग इन फॉर्म ऑफ रिंग इन लाइक डायमंड एंड अदर वैल्यूबल स्टोन्स. सो इट इज़ ऑल्सो वन वेयर इन द रिंग. सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी ब्राइट, काफ़ी चमकीला होता है येलो कलर का. So these tigers have been also said that they are also so shiny. And so Aunt Jennifer's tigers, they jump across a screen. They are looking like that they are jumping across a screen. And bright topaz, they are also bright topaz. They are very you can say shining denizens of world of green. The next sentence is very important that they are denizens. Denizens means dwellers. डेनिजेंस मीन्स ड्वेलर्स, कि वो ड्वेलर्स हैं, रेजिडेंट्स हैं, निवासी हैं कहाँ के? वर्ल्ड ऑफ ग्रीन के, हरे भरे संसार के. इट मीन्स दैट वेयर दे ड्वेल्स दे कैन मूव फ्रीली एनीवेयर इन देयर ग्रीन वर्ल्ड और इन द फॉरेस्ट, कि फॉरेस्ट के अंदर वो कहीं भी रह सकते हैं. दे आर डेनिजेंस ऑफ वर्ल्ड ऑफ ग्रीन. बट आंट जेनिफर हु इज़ सो वीक एंड सी कांट मूव एनीवेयर. आंट जेनिफर जो कि इतनी वीक है, इतनी restricted है that she can't even move properly and she is not free to move because she has to do all the household works or all the different activities that is commanded by her husband. So these are the characters that they are so bright like a topaz. They are denizens of world of green. They can move freely anywhere and they do not fear the man beneath the tree, and they also have no fear the man beneath the tree. That there are some male candidates or the men who are sitting there under the tree, under the shade of tree, and because Aunt Jennifer sees always have a fear from these persons, but these tigers that are created because she wants to fill those characters which are opposite to Aunt Jennifer. उसने टाइगर्स के अंदर वो करेक्टर डाले हैं जो कि उससे बिल्कुल डिफरेंट हैं, and that's why these tigers they can jump anywhere, they can also move anywhere, and these tigers also have no fear of those males or the men who are just sitting beneath or under the tree. ट्री के नीचे जो टाइगर्स जो मेल्स बैठे हुए हैं उनसे वो बिल्कुल नहीं डरते. दे पेस इन ए स्लिक शिवालरिक सर्टेनिटी, और वो पेस कर रहे हैं. एक्चुअली दे आर हैविंग देयर पेस. It means they are just moving in the same speed because they have no fear. So sometime a question could be asked that why don't the tigers have any fear from the man? The answer will not only be that they are powerful. No doubt they are powerful, but you will have to answer that they are confident, they are brave. Their character is showing that they are confident and they are brave. कि उनका character ही ऐसा है that they don't have any fear. Even human beings, those who are sitting, they can even kill the tigers because of the wisdom, because of the weapons they have, but their character is so that they have no fear of any man or any other animal, कि उनको किसी बात का डर ही नहीं है. they have such a character. So main thing is that has been shown that the Aunt Jennifer, who is like a slave under the commands of her husband, she has to live always in fear of the men who are sitting. They might be her husband is there, also the other elders of her family are also sitting there under the shade of the tree, and she is always in fear that she can't move anywhere, but the tigers she has created have such a confidence, such a bravery, such a courage that they have no fear of the males and they पेस इन स्लिक शिवालिक सर्टेनिटी कि निश्चित तौर पे सर्टेनिटी के तहत पर वो क्या है, दे आर स्लिक. स्लिक मीन्स स्मूथनेस, दैट इज यू कैन सी ग्रैंडर और यू कैन से एलिजेंट, कि वो एकदम से शान के साथ चमकीले स्मूथ तरीके से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. एंड इन शिवालिक, शिवालिक मीन्स दैट इज विद करेज और ब्रेवरी, करेज और ब्रेवरी कि बहादुरता और साहस है उनके अंदर. उनके अंदर एक स्मूथनेस है, एक एजेंट है, एक अलग ही चमक है, साहस वाली, कॉन्फिडेंस वाली और ब्रेवरी वाली. सो इन दैट दे आर मूविंग. सो हियर इन स्लिक chivalric, that is chivalric certainty, alliteration has been used and bright topaz has been used as a symbol here, and they have been repeated in both lines. That is called anaphora if that is repeated in at the starting of the two lines continuously. So that's all about the tigers, characters of tigers. In the second stanza we will learn about Aunt Jennifer, that actually what the condition of Aunt Jennifer is. Somewhat we have already known about this, about Aunt Jennifer. Now we will come to know that what is the real condition of Aunt Jennifer. And in the very next line it has been told that Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering, कि Aunt Jennifer की fingers flutter कर रही हैं. Alliteration has been used once again. Through her wool, कि उसकी ऊल में, when she is weaving और when she is embroidering through her wool with the help of needles, find even the ivory needle harder to pull. So when she is weaving और creating, कि जब वो व्यू कर रही है, बुन रही है, क्रिएट कर रही है, at that time she finds even the ivory needle hard to pull. even जो ivory needle है उनको भी वो पुल करने के अंदर हार्ड महसूस कर रही है. इट इज़ सपोज दैट द ivory needle that is made of ivory और द एलिफेंट टूथ, कि जो एलिफेंट का जो टूथ है उससे बनी हुई जो नीडल्स हैं दे आर वेरी सॉफ्ट, एंड इवन सी इज़ फीलिंग देम वेरी डिफिकल्ट. एंड द फर्स्ट थिंग इज़ फिंगर्स फ्लटरिंग. द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ वाई आंट जेनिफर्स आर फिंगर्स फ्लटरिंग, कि आंट जेनिफर की जो फिंगर्स हैं वो फ्लटर क्यों कर रही हैं, ट्रेम्बल क्यों कर रही हैं, कांप क्यों रही हैं. बिकॉज ऑफ द मेंटल stress, because of the psychological fear in her mind. Don't say that she is so weak and old that she can't even view through the wool, or that's why her fingers are flirting. इतनी बूढ़ी और कमज़ोर है कि वो ये काम नहीं करती, because she has to do all the household activities and other activities too. So how can she be so weak? She is not so weak, but she is mentally weak. She is psychological weak. She has a mental fear. She has a mental fear of her husband that he would come at any moment and he could scold her, कि वो किसी भी टाइम पे आएगा उसको स्कोल्ड करेगा. Why are you just wasting your time in embroidering these screens? You should do this work and this work. So he could beat her, he could scold her. This type of a psychological fear she has in her mind. उसके माइंड में ये जो psychological fear है that is torturing her. So this psychological or mental fear in her from her husband, that's why her fingers are fluttering. And find even the ivory needle hard to pull, and she finds even the ivory needle hard to pull, कि वो जो ivory needle है उनको भी पुल करने के अंदर, उनको खींचने के अंदर भी असमर्थ है. Here ivory has been used indirectly to show the strength of the other animal too. And who is the other elephant? Because ivory, that is elephant tooth. So the elephant is also an animal who is, at least you can say, the second powerful animal of the forest. So that is the reason that that's why, because she has a mental fear, she has fear like elephant or the males, कि उसको मेल्स का इतना डर लगता है, अपने हस्बैंड का इतना डर लगता है. दैट्स वाई हर फिंगर्स आर ऑल्सो फ्लर्टिंग एंड शी इज़ फीलिंग अ टाइप ऑफ डिफिकल्टी वाइल शी इज़ पुलिंग नीडल्स हार्ड. जो नीडल्स हैं उनको हार्डली वो पुल कर पा रही है. दैट्स द रीज़न, बिकॉज शी इज़ अंडर द साइकोलॉजिकल फियर. द नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस, द मैसिव वेट ऑफ अंकल्स वेडिंग बैंड sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hands, and the poet is saying that she is having so much fear of her husband that there is a massive weight. It seems that there is a massive weight, कि बहुत भारी वजन है of uncle's wedding band. Wedding band is the symbol of a marriage. What is wedding band? Actually, wedding band is a type of, you can say, a ring or a type of particular that is jewelry that is worn by a lady to show that she has been married, कि उसकी शादी हो गई है. A type of ring could also tell it. So she is under the wedding band. So wedding band tells about the responsibilities, that is telling about the responsibilities and duties one lady have to complete due to her married life. So wedding band is a type of, you can say, bond between husband and wife when they are married, and that is unbreakable. कि ऐसा वेडिंग बैंड एक ऐसा शादी रूपी बंधन है जिसको तोड़ा नहीं जा सकता है. एंड स्पेशली द लेडीज, दे हैव टू ओबे ऑल द ऑर्डर्स बाय देयर हस्बैंड अंडर द वेडिंग बैंड और अंडर द मैरिज बॉन्ड. एक प्रकार से ये मैरिज बॉन्ड है, ये शादी रूपी बंधन है जिसको कि तोड़ा नहीं जा सकता है. एंड द पोइट इज टेलिंग द मैसिव वेट, कि वेडिंग बैंड का भारी वजन. Actually, if even she wears a ring, if she wears any type of strip or any type of other jewelry, that is not having a massive weight, कि उसका कोई वास्तव में भारी वजन नहीं है. बट द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड ड्यूटीज शी हैव टू कंप्लीट, कि जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ हैं, जो ड्यूटीज़ हैं, जो उसको इस मैरिज में आने के बाद कंप्लीट करनी पड़ रही हैं, दे आर मैसिव. वो मैसिव है, वो भारी है. एंड दैट्स वाई the poet is saying massive weight. Actually, he is also overstating or exaggerating the things, and here you can say the figure of speech that has been used is hyperbole, overstatement. So the poet is saying the massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily, कि वो heavily तरीके से बैठा हुआ. massive weight है, that is sitting heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. वो Aunt Jennifer के हाथ के ऊपर heavily बैठा हुआ है. So it is only hyperbole, overstating the situation, but actually even then you can imagine the responsibilities and the duties. The responsibilities and the duties she have to do during her married life, they are very heavy. That's why the poet is saying, because her husband is so cruel that he even he doesn't hear anything from her wife, his wife, and he also does only cruelties with her. So that's the situation of Aunt Jennifer. You can imagine the situation where she is even unable to pull the ivory needle. She is feeling so difficulty to just pulling them, and also her fingers are fluttering, and it seems that there is a massive weight of uncle's wedding is sitting heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hands. So we will continue in the next